Another story about um Harpys and MS. They were having a rivalry, game problems. At the time. The story goes that, or the one time there was a Harpys game member at the area of West Adams. He was driving around. You know, um, they noticed him. They noticed him. Harpies is a very violent gang. You know, they also sell drugs. Who knows what else. Um, from from my how do you say it? The word gets out on the street. But yes, Harpies it's a very organized gang. It's they're they're not no games to play. They're a gang that effective gang. So the story goes that one time the MS and them were having a rivalry, and the MS gang members seen them, spotted them, spotted them. Uh, the MS gang members noticed he stopped at a light. MS was driving around, maybe hunting them, or vice versa. Sometimes it could have been Harpies, just driving around, looking for their enemies or rivals. But allegedly, the story goes that MS um um yeah, caught up to him at a light, caught up to one of them at a light, and pumped 17 rounds from car to car to a Harpy gang member. Allegedly, the story goes that he died. And that's just the way life goes in that level. In that lifestyle. Sometimes your enemies they don't forget you. And just like this story I'm telling you, they caught the gentleman at a light, and they must have noticed him, and they drove up to him, drove up next to his car, and just pumped all the pump rounds into him, and just left him at the light, and or maybe it just word gets on the street. I'm not sure if it was on that specific gang, but one thing I do know, Harpies is Westside Harpies has a lot of enemies. Has a lot of enemies. Well, at that time, I hate to bombard, bash or come out like that way on that mess, because I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. That's just the word gets out, I'm not. I don't want to make any people look bad or get them to remember something, or and that's just what the story goes. It just gang rivalry, and and all those gangs in that area, they all have enemies, especially in the times in the 80s or 90s, especially in the 90s, early 90s. They were really drugs, prostitute, and what else, and just a lot, So that's just another story I wanted to get out. Who, if it's true, who knows if it's true or not? But if you know anything about that, leave a comment or something that happened, something that resembled like that. Where a gentleman, some dude lost his life at a light over there on the area. West Adams was 27. West Adams on Vermont. Harpys hood, right in the heart of Harpys neighborhood. 24th Street, 25th Street, right in the heart of the Harpys. Guy got shot in his car in the early 90s. That's just one of the stories. So thank you very much, and I'll try to get back at you with some more stories. Thank you.